I just need to bury my father. They seize his body because we're having too much to pay. We're having too much, we're owing too much in the hospital, and they want us to pay all the money first before we can collect his body and bury. He don't want to go to work that day, but he just have to go so he can pay up the rent and school fees for my younger ones. And that day, we didn't see any call from him. We were worried before they called us on Tuesday in the evening that he was involved in an accident. He was just lying down there in the hospital, and I could remember that he doesn't want to go. He has this thing, weak claw on his hand, and he's finding it difficult for him to walk because he's a painter. But he still have to go to work because he said if he had to collect that contract, he's going to be able to sort out some bills, and even the bills, the rent, the school fees, nothing. The accident had to just take him.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. So you're saying that LUTH Hospital sees your late father's corpse, his dead body.
Yes, they said that's how their policy is. You have to pay up the bills, the debt. You have to pay everything
before they can release the body.
Yes, yeah.
So can you tell us what happened? How did your father die? What happened? How did he end up in LUTH Hospital?
Well, it was one Monday, January 21. He went to check a job. On his way coming back, they said the accident happened around 11.
He had an accident?
Yes, a very bad accident. So people around that told us. So they had to rush them to the nearby hospital at Ibejuleki.
Okay.
Yeah, so they called us in the evening, Tuesday, 22 January. Then they told us my father is in the hospital. So when we rushed there, he was already unconscious. So the doctor said he can't treat him there. We have to take him to LUTH. And when we got to LUTH, they said the way he's breathing, that we need to take him to the ICU. And the ICU, the government ICU there in LUTH, there was no space. So we had to take him to the private ICU, and the deposit then was 1.5. So I and my siblings, we tried to gather up the money because we're thinking it's something 2 days, 3 days, because I've never seen this kind of thing before. Nobody planned for it. And that was how he stayed there for the private ICU. That's how he stayed there for 2 weeks. The bills is coming up, so we had to plead for them to move him to the government ICU. And that was how we stayed there for almost 2 months before he passed away.
Okay, so your father died in the government ICU?
Yes.
The government hospital ICU?
Yes, April 1st. That was when he died, in the morning.
Okay, so when he died, you people wanted to go and remove and get the dead body and bury?
They already told us that we need to pay up for blood bank because we